What does it mean to live a balanced lifestyle? Is it even something that is achievable? Today, we will look at what it means to live a balanced lifestyle and 6 reasons why it is important to at least give it a try. Welcome to today's video. My name is Lindsay and I run the blog, The Well-Rounded Teacher, where I give you tips, tricks, and ideas on ways to live a more balanced lifestyle. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us today. Please click that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you never miss another video from me. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and joining us in today's topic. I wanted to dive into this today because my whole goal is to help people live a more balanced lifestyle. But what does that even mean? And is that even something that is achievable? I think that we talk about it in a lot of different ways. We'll hear different terms that really all mean the same thing. Sometimes people will call it a life balance. Sometimes people will say, well, I need a work-life balance, or I just need to have more balance within my life. No matter what you call it, people are aiming towards or working towards the same general goal. So what does that even look like, and what does that mean? Usually when we're talking about finding balance within our lives, we're talking about being able to balance the time that we're spending with work, family, and hobbies, and trying to figure out how to make everything work together so that one is not outweighing all of the others. A lot of times this gets broken down into different specific areas of our life, which would include things like our physical, mental, emotional, social, financial, and spiritual parts of our life. And so if we're living a truly balanced life, all of those areas are going to be working together and coordinating in balance with each other. It would be naive of me to think that we could live this perfectly balanced life 100% of the time. That really isn't realistic. There are going to be seasons where different parts might take precedent over others. For example, as a teacher, I know that my work side of things definitely is going to take over at the beginning of the school year, around grading time, and at the end of the school year. Same thing with family obligations. There are going to be times in your life, if you have a new baby, or maybe you're caring for a parent or someone is sick in the family, whatever it might be, there are going to be times that family is going to outweigh everything else because of that season of life. And same thing with hobbies. Maybe if you are into acting, or you play an instrument and you do concerts, there are different seasons within those hobbies where you are going to be spending more time doing that than you normally would be. So with that in mind, we know that it would be unrealistic to have a 100% balanced life every single moment. However, there are some real challenges that can occur if we are not at least striving towards achieving that balance. If you are living a completely unbalanced life all of the time, things start to feel out of control and they feel overwhelming. You'll find your stress starting to build up. And this causes a lot of other problems that we don't necessarily take into account. People who work in service industries or professions oftentimes find themselves having more of a challenge with living a balanced lifestyle. The reason you went into that profession in the first place was because you want to help people and your goal is to make the lives of others better. If you're in that kind of service capacity, you're going to have that at the forefront of your mind, where you really have others on your mind all the time, which is not a bad thing at all. That's a great thing to have others be your main focus. But again, looking at balance, we want to make sure that we're not so focused on everyone else that we neglect what is necessary for us to be able to recharge and to have the enthusiasm and motivation and energy to be able to continue to pour into others. And I think one of the things that a lot of people end up doing is give, 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 give. And if they never take a few minutes to recharge and to make sure that things are in balance, it can just leave them drained to where they are no longer able to give to others or help others in the way that they want to. And so we want to avoid some of those things like the extra stress and the burnout and the anxiety and overwhelm that can come from being so out of balance. Some of the reasons why this is so important, that it improves your overall health. So your overall health and well-being, anything that you can do to bring peace and calm to your life is going to improve your health, as well as the fact that you're going to be taking time to make sure that you're eating healthy and exercising and reducing stress so that you can have improved health. The second reason why living a balanced lifestyle is so important is that it can boost your energy. Again, from being able to recharge, taking a few minutes to unwind or to go for that walk or spend time with family, whereas maybe before you were so focused on work. Those are all things that can give you more energy to be able to continue to live out your passions. The third thing is to reduce your stress. Living a balanced lifestyle reduces your stress because you're not constantly feeling that overwhelm of being tugged in a million different directions, because you are intentionally setting the tone for where your time is going and what it is that you're trying to do, and that will help to reduce the stress that you find in your life. The fourth benefit of living a balanced lifestyle is improved mood. When things are in balance and when you're feeling like you can give the right amount of time to each of the different areas of your life, you're going to have an improved mood and not be constantly in that negative mindset or feeling the overwhelm, like everything is just caving in on you. Along with that is improved mental state. So some of these kind of go together and overlap in some ways, because if you're feeling like you're stressed and burned out and being pulled in a million different directions, you might be feeling some anxiety or just that stressed, overwhelmed feeling. When you're living a balanced lifestyle, it can help to alleviate some of those different states. And then, of course, improved longevity. We know if we are taking care of our body properly and we're taking care of our spiritual health and we are spending time on things that are important, that's going to contribute to our overall healthiness and happiness and well-being, and that will lead to a longer life. 6 great reasons to strive to live a more balanced lifestyle. Now, you might have heard me mention a couple of times being intentional. I've talked about it on this channel before, but getting a planner, I use the Erin Condren Life Planner. It doesn't matter what planner you use, a planner will be helpful. As you're thinking through how would a planner help me to live a more balanced lifestyle? Well, just like a budget helps you to tell your money where your money is going, if you have a planner, it's going to help you tell your time where you want it to go and how you want to spend it, which is going to create more of that balance within your life. So I would challenge you today to take a few minutes to reflect on where things are at. Look at, is your life in balance? Is it out of balance? How are you able to tell if it's out of balance? One of the things that I know from my own personal experience, I can look around my environment, my living environment, and I can tell you if things are out of balance. If things are feeling stress and out of balance in here, then I can see that in chaos within my living space. It's a great determining factor for me to know if I'm a little bit out of balance. Also, if you're feeling like you're pulled in a million different directions and that you don't know when you're coming or going, it's probably a good sign that you're not in balance right now. Take some time to reflect. I would encourage you to get a planner, whatever kind of planner is going to best suit your need, and start dedicating certain amounts of time to things that are important to you in order to try and bring some of that balance back into your life. Let me know down in the comments below, what are some things that you find throw your life out of balance, or what are some things that help you to regain balance within your life? I would love to hear that in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye, everyone.